Multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease impacting the central nervous system. It's when the lesions attack your nerves and destroy them. Unfortunately, this disease has no cure. They don't know where it comes from, and it only just progresses.
So when Nick was diagnosed, and when I left the room, as I was walking to the bathroom, one of the specialists pulled me aside in his office and he told me that, he's never seen so many lesions on one's brain for a first time.
Current treatments in the form of DMDs simply slow the progression of the disease. Unfortunately, they don't cure it, they don't stop it. HSCT, on the other hand, has a very high percentage of actually halting the disease in its tracks, not just slowing it down, but actually stopping it. The day my life changed forever. 3 neurologists walked into my hospital room, sat my brother and my wife down on the hospital bed and told me I had MS. I had multiple active lesions in my head and in my spine, and the disease was well progressing.
In the year that from when he was diagnosed, he lost his taste buds, his eyesight in his right eye.
I was in denial for the first 12 months of diagnosis. I had multiple episodes within that 12 months that I wouldn't even actually tell my wife about. The latest diagnosis, leaving me yet again in another hospital bed, was my last one in September. That day, I recall my son coming into hospital, looking at his mum, crying and saying, "I'm lost without Dad," even though I was just there. That day I knew I had to do something, and I had to do absolutely everything in my power to stop this disease and get my life back.
How many times do you reckon you've asked me how many Dad is coming when Dad is coming? 2 million?
I knew straight away that we're not going to let this disease control our lives.
I am a giant. Stand up on my shoulders. Tell me what you see. 'Cause I am a giant.
From the minute I walked out of the hospital, I called someone that I knew that had MS and that has done this treatment. And she said, "This is what you're going to do." She was very confident that, we had to do HSCT.
So we looked at alternatives, and we looked at, what drugs there were available, and I was actually getting symptoms from the drugs as well. And we decided that Russia would be the best outcome for us. It was a hard decision, but by far the absolute best decision that we made. After the process of being there for 30 days, I came home and did further testing and stopped all the drugs that the neurologist told me to take. And 4 years later, I don't take any drugs. I haven't had any new lesions on my scans. I feel great. It was a big decision, but like I said, the best thing that I did by far. So, I know Nick will smash it. It's great that he's got all the support from all his family and friends to help him on this journey, because it really does help.
And here we are, we're going to go do this, and when we get back, he's going to be better. It's going to take time, and he's going to be back helping me raise our children, walking them to the park and not thinking twice about whether he can walk there. And yeah, it's going to take time, but we're going to be going to the park with our children.